What's happening, disc golf fans, and welcome to the channel. I'm Bruce Lemus, and here with another disc golf adventure. Alright, let's get into it. Today's disc golf adventure, we're going to be looking at playing the St. Lucie Heritage Park, also known as the Donald B. Moore Preserve. This is in Fort Pierce, Florida, and I was playing the April 2019 layout. All right, that makes sense. That's the layout that I was playing. I had played there years before, and didn't know of any other layout, but you can see different layouts, at least we're in play. And here's a look at the sign that you'll see when you pull up to the park, telling you that this is the Donald B. Moore Preserve. And you park here, you'll walk through the opening, and you'll see the nice little drop box for lost and found discs. And reminds me, please, if there's a number on the disc, call the number and let them know you found your disc. I mean, a lot of times people will tell you that, hey, keep it, enjoy it, give it to somebody else or something. But sometimes it's a special disc they may want back, and might be able, especially if they live in the area, might be able to work out a way to meet up, or at least come and get the disc. Let them know you dropped it in the drop box. I will text the number and send them a picture of the disc, where I found it, what park, what hole, and if you want me to leave it somewhere, let me know. Or since they have a drop box, I would tell them that I put it there. But that's important. It's much appreciated. So please, that's my little plug. Please be sure to do that when you find a disc. That isn't yours. If it doesn't have a name on it, oh well, it's yours. But here's the sign that pops up, or as you walk up, here's the Donald B. Moore Disc Golf Course. Nice little sign. Got a map of the preserve there in the little box, but recommend taking a picture of the map and carrying that with you, because it's a small park, and the different layouts, they crisscross. They don't cross over, but they do crisscross the park, and it's easy to not be sure where you're throwing to. So be sure to have that with you, or UDisc is up to date on that, which is nice, just to help out. But even still, I go to throw hole one, and I remember throwing this hole one years ago, where it used to be. This was a 301-foot hole. Wasn't sure where I was throwing to, but I walked the park, and then I went ahead and threw this one, because I found the basket number one, so I knew where I was throwing. So I went ahead and threw it, but didn't realize since I was on the other layout, they have another hole number one. So I found this, hole number one, which is only 235, same basket. Same results. I ended up in the bushes on the upper right side. Cost me a stroke got behind that, and I still bogeyed that hole. And this one is in this layout, as you can see, is only 235. But it's a nice course. Nice, like I said, small park. Some decent baskets, natural tees for most of them. There are some rubber, some tee pads that were there that. Kind of in rough shape, but it wasn't like you're going for the big bomber shot, so you didn't really have much of a run up, just a walk up or a standstill throw, and didn't really have to worry too much about that. It was dry. The park was dry, even though other courses in the area had a lot of rain in the recent past, and this course was still dry. The only thing no problem with the course, but man, I think I killed half of the mosquito population of Fort Pierce that day, and I fed the other half. because I had to carry another a rag just to keep the mosquitoes away. I mean, if they had teamed up, they could have carried me away for sure. There were a lot of them. They were big, and they were hungry. So that's hole number one, or tee pad number one. Here's the basket. Looking as I got up and around the bush, this is the basket. Like I said, these are some old baskets, but I didn't have any problem with spit out. Solid baskets in good shape. They also have some veteran baskets on a couple of the newer holes, and so good shape. So the second tee pad was right behind it, not too hard to find, and excuse me, the number two basket is straight ahead of me right by the sign. So you stay inside the fenced-in area, and you're straight down in the corner. But if you look at the tee pad for another layout, that is either pointing outside the park, or it's actually angled back in toward the park in a different direction for another hole. But this was tee pad for number two. I just threw down that way to the corner. It's 221 foot, and that's what I did. I just, like I said, threw down to that area. Wasn't a problem. Like I said, this is a nice course for your putters. I carried 3 putters that day. I was carrying my actually I carried my Tarsus as well, so it was a 5-speed and understable because I was throwing backhand, trying to do some flip up shots. But I was carrying my Keystone straight flat, pretty straight and flat. I was carrying my Agent, which has definitely I think I did 0.2, as well as my Envy. I was throwing that as well. So that was, like I said, it's good for a putter round, good warm up for somebody else. But I was throwing the 11-hole April 2019 layout, and the next tee pads are easy to find, right there next to the pretty close to the tee pad, or pretty close to the basket. And here I am on the tee pad, looking at hole basket number 3, and there's this park bench right in the way. So I'm sure that was moved in the way, but if there was somebody there, of course I couldn't throw. But I was just hyzering out to the right and coming back in. I'm throwing to the next set of, just past the next set of trees down there. And I went ahead and took a shot of the next shot to show you where I ended up and what I was throwing to and through. So here's the next shot where I landed, and skidded up here by or behind that palm tree, and had an open shot for the basket there. Not too terrible. Didn't get a lot of distance when I was hoping to, but here's hole number 4. Or tee pad, from the tee pad, looking out into the field, and from here couldn't see which basket I was throwing to. Almost like an optical illusion, because you could see like hole number 4 and I think 6 or 5 and 7. I think it was down here on this. Yeah, it's 5 and 7. Or actually 7, then 5. But they're kind of in the area, and but once I threw out there, I was able to just change direction and head toward the right basket, which it wasn't that far. Hole number 4 is 170 foot. Hole number 3 was 213, if I hadn't told you that. But there's the basket right there next to those palm trees, and the other palm trees that were in the previous shot. If I back it up here a little bit, I think I can show you right here, maybe. Yeah, down here at the end, almost where that, you can see that white sand where that palm tree is. That's where the white sand and palm tree is on the other side. So yeah, so basket's right behind that. Pretty easy to get to. Again, it's only 170 foot, and easy part. Hole number 5 is, here's the tee pad, and it's a 344 foot hole, and you wouldn't know it, but you're going out here and curving to the left all the way to the corner of the back corner of the park. But you wouldn't know it until you got out there or walked the course and knew where you were throwing to. But I got out there and I went the wrong direction. See, there's two metal poles out there, like a volleyball for a volleyball net. You want to throw to the left of the left one, and it'll set you up nicely for the next shot. Again, hole 5 is back here in the corner, and you'll see it here. A lot of trees in your way, unless you can go up and out to the right there without getting into the bushes. Matter of fact, I remember last time I was there, I lost a disc in those bushes. Never got a call back. Don't remember which one it was at this point. But goes to what I was saying earlier. Be sure to call somebody back if you find him. Much appreciated. All right, so that's basket for number 5. The tee pad for 6 is just to the left of this shot, and you walk up, and 6 is just a 124 foot, and a jungle on the left side. Upper right, there's a jungle, but it stops. It's right there by the fence and the railroad tracks, so it keeps you from going out of bounds there. But the basket's right there. You can see it just past the palm tree here on your left side. Only 124 foot. So that's where I use my tarsus. Again, just using my backhand. I'm left-handed, so I'm a left-handed backhand, flip over shot, and parked it almost bullseye, and put that in for an easy 2. And then for 7, so 7 is out from the basket and up a little bit. You're throwing back almost from this shot. Hole number 5 is off to the right. So 7 is just shorter, and right in front of you, 7 is 138 feet, and it's just off to the left side of the bushes there. It's just a little around the left. I, again, threw the tarsus, threw those straight ahead and let it drift off to the left side, and had an easy shot for 2, which is kind of cool. So that was hole 7. And then 8, here's the pad. You can see it's 158. T-pad's a little rough, and I've been working on my backhand. Probably should have went with my forehand or my sidearm, and would have stayed away from that tree, because I know my backhand ended up hitting that tree. But not too bad. Again, it's only 158 foot. Basket's right, pretty much right there in front of you. Pretty simple shot for hole number 8. 158. Hole number 9 is a 175, and here you are coming back the other direction. Again, on the just on the other side of those bushes for 175. Do I get a shot of that? I don't remember. But wasn't too terribly tough as long as you stay out of the bushes. No, here's hole 10. It's 211 foot back across the other side of the park, and right in front of you. A pretty simple shot, just again staying out of the trees. If you can get a straight shot, that's what I tried to do with my keystone, and pretty much put it right where I wanted it, parked it for 211 foot. Then coming back for the last hole, number 11, it's only 182 foot, and here's the shot. Here's what you're looking at, pretty wide open until you get close to it. So any obstacles, except for the low-hanging branches, are there. So you want to make sure that you get through the branches, and pretty simple to get there. Again, 182, and puts it right up to this basket. Nice veteran basket. And great day playing disc golf. All right. So that's a look at our Donald B. Moore, also known as the St. Lucie Village Heritage Park. Didn't need to go back there. But that's the, again, located in Fort Pierce, Florida. And that's what I got for today. Let's see. Be sure to like and subscribe. And appreciate you checking it out. And hope to see you on the next one. All right. Thanks for joining us. And see ya.